listen, Natalie's down in Maryland, so she got some snow, but not as much as us. Natalie Franke, she joins us, and she does everything. Mobilization marketer, community builder, and she's a neuroscience nerd.
She does it all.
Yeah, so she joins us today via Skype to talk about her book, Built to Belong. Natalie, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Wishing it was a little warmer, as it sounds like you both are as well, but enjoying it, enjoying winter.
Yeah, we kind of get used to this after a while up in New England. You know, when it gets to 20, that's just normal. That might be a light jacket for us.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
Well, your idea of fostering a spirit of community collaboration over competition could sound almost revolutionary to some. How are you able to motivate others to adopt this attitude?
Yeah, so I think first it starts by understanding that God calls each of us to a unique definition of success and purpose within the kingdom, and to separate the success of others from the success of ourselves, meaning that we don't need to look at life as a zero-sum game, where if someone else is winning, that it means that we are losing. Or if we see someone else having success, having the things that maybe we would desire, we would like to have in our own life, that somehow means that God doesn't have that planned for us. And in Built to Belong, I talk about a couple different things to that extent, from going through brain surgery and battling infertility. And I've got a 3-month-old downstairs that is a testament to God's redemption in my own life. And just understanding that we are, yes, going to compete, but ultimately we are called to be community before that competition. We are called to love our neighbor and to not see the success of our neighbor as something that is evidence that we are falling behind or we are falling short, that there is something uniquely meant for us out there, and just adopting that mindset and moving forward with a spirit of abundance. Because as you know, the world tells us otherwise. The world tells us to be the best rather than our best. The world tells us that competition is the highest value and that our output is evidence of our worth. But that's not what God says about us or about our purpose on this planet. So it is a little bit revolutionary, but it's definitely not original. There's a good old book that definitely informed a lot of this mindset. And what I'm trying to do is bring that to entrepreneurs and to bring that to women like myself, men, anyone going through life.
Natalie, you look like you're in heaven there in that room. Everything's white.
There was a lot of cleaning done before this interview.
Well, was it really?
We tidied up quite a bit in here.
Well, we appreciate that. Hey, by the way, a new year means a new start to many people, obviously, and almost after 2 years of restricted access, we're all hungry for community and strengthening relationships. Can Built to Belong provide a roadmap for us?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the chapters in Built to Belong specifically talks about the pandemic. It talks about that first time we were told to remain 6 feet apart, and how that physical distance doesn't have to necessarily mean emotional distance. It doesn't have to mean that we can't remain connected in community with one another. And over the past 2 years, we've seen as our society has evolved and changed to incorporate what we're doing right now, an interview via Skype or a church streamed online or a small group reading the Bible together over Zoom. There is power in connecting, whether it is in person or online. And in Built to Belong, we talk specifically about ways to find your people if you're out there searching for your community, ways to maintain those relationships, and how to navigate that in this very new reality of, a pandemic. 2022, it feels like 2022. In a lot of ways, like a do-over. And so if you're still kind of looking to find a way to navigate that challenge, or if you're looking to enhance those relationships, we talk about it in depth in the book.
I think you talk about a lot of the book. Now, your work as a founder of Rising Tide, and you mentioned the brain surgery that you had, probably gives you some insights about establishing new and almost ad hoc communities when dealing with specific situations. What were some of the surprises you encountered in these situations?
Yes. So I think that one of the biggest surprises was that connection and relationships are truly only a keyboard away. That sometimes I think we feel like we're the only one, that we're alone in what we're walking through, that no one could possibly understand what it is that we're enduring. But that's not the case. And one of the beautiful things about online connection that we now have access to is that we can find someone else who's gone before us. We can connect with someone who's navigating a similar struggle. For me, whether it was, going through brain surgery to remove my benign brain tumor, or navigating infertility, or starting a small business, or, any of these life changes that we go through, whether in faith and personal life and professional life, that we aren't alone. Right? That these ad hoc communities, these smaller micro communities, they do exist. We just have to go out and to find them. And so you can find them in your local community. You can find them online. We talk about more about that in Built to Belong. But the truth is that you are not alone, no matter how alone you feel. And there is so much power in deepening connections with others who are either enduring something similar in a challenge, or even celebrating a success in life. Having connection to a community that I do with my daughter's due date group of other moms that have babies in the same age, and getting to watch them go through these milestones together. You don't have to feel alone if you're willing to reach out an arm and welcome someone into your community.
I like that expression, by the way. You're only a keyboard away. It almost sounds like a song. You're only a keyboard away. This is a great book, Natalie, to kick off a new year. Where can people get a copy and also follow your work?
Absolutely. So you can grab a copy of Built to Belong wherever books are sold, truly. And so highly recommend going to either your local book retailer or hopping online and purchasing a copy, truly, wherever books are sold. And feel free to connect with me. You can just search at Natalie Franke on any social media platform. I do spend a lot of time on Instagram. That is sort of my online content home. But encourage you to reach out and connect. And I would be honored if you added this book to your reading list for the new year.
Well, and congratulations on baby Harlow, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, too, Natalie, for joining us. Built to Belong is the book. Have a great day, and stay warm.
I'll do my best.
Bye, Natalie.
Thank you, Beth.